Hey guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418 and I am here with another video. This is TGIF or Thank God It's Finished. And lost my train of thought. I just had to start recording again because I needed to turn on the light. Anyway, you all know I was gone for a long time in December dealing with some family things, and I've decided that I'm just going to start over fresh. Much of which I made in the time I was away I don't have anymore, and that I do have, I don't know where it is, or anyway. Sorry. So I'm just going to start fresh with 2000, I almost said 15, 2017. Yeah. First things I want to say, just thinking of this now. Someone mentioned in the comments, which I've been terrible about writing back to, but I will get to them, I promise, about this pillow in the background and had I made it. And yes, I did make it. I saw a picture online and I kind of just winged it. This was just some terry cloth fabric I had left over for making a dog bed, and this is felt. I kind of just drew what looked like a cloud and made it, and it's just plain on the back. It's just decorative, nothing really fancy. The face is appliqued. It's covered in dog hair because Dewey sits up there, but it's just appliqued right on my machine with a really narrow, like close together, small stitch length of a zigzag stitch. So you can see it better on the eyes. And I am by no means a skilled appliquer, but yeah. I don't know if I've ever shown you this pillow either. This was a t-shirt that I got that was too small, so I made, there's actually two of them, a little pillow. I just put some fusible interface for knits on the back, and there actually is a zipper for when the pillow gets flat. And I just used, oh, and there's a hole. I just used the front and the back of the pillow. But okay, anyway, tangent over. I do have one thing that I finished this year, all 6 days of it. I knit a pair of short socks out of Felici in the dark side colorway. Didn't even take one skein for my size feet. And here they are. Didn't really follow a pattern, just did what did I do? 10 rows of ribbing, 6 rows of stockinette, then my heel. Yep, and then my normal toe. I don't know if I'm a big fan. They fit really well, but I don't know if I am a fan of the short socks for myself. But I can check them off my list as something I have done. Check. Bring those back downstairs. And I have a couple of whips. The first whip I have is, it used to be something. 2 years ago, Z sent me a skein, my very first skein of Miss Babs. It was Yowza, what a skein, and it was in the color Deep Sea Jellyfish. And I knit the Susan B. Anderson Weigh It Shawl 3, which is a triangular shawl. I have since learned that I do not wear triangular shawls. The only triangular shawl that I do wear is my camp side, and because that's more of like a half blanket. So I do put that around my arms when I'm a little chilly in the spring and the fall. Excuse me. But Deep Sea Jellyfish and Miss Babs is just too beautiful to sit on a shelf. It looks like my hair is gonna fly away, but that's really an alpaca. I don't know how you guys watch me because I like, this is my path, and then I go, see, just like that. Anyway, Miss Babs is too beautiful to sit on a shelf, and there was no one I could think of. The colors are pretty strong to give it to, so, and I really wanted it selfishly, so I ripped it out. There it is. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like to die for beautiful. So Susan B. Anderson also she has other Weigh It shawls, and the Weigh It Shawl 3 is an asymmetrical shawl, which is more my style. I like shawls that you can wear like a scarf as opposed or yeah. I don't like the point in the front pointing down, and I don't like the point in the back pointing towards the derriere. So it's just not my style with the triangles. But other people wear them and I think they look amazing. It's just not my style. So, tangent. I started the Way It shawl 3. So, 4. 4. I turned, it was a 3, it's become a 4. So, here's what I have so far. And it's a little uneven right now because I didn't wash the yarn, but when I finish the shawl and I wash and block it, it'll all even out. But it's so beautiful and it's so squishy. And this, I just want to wear it. So this was a very good choice for myself. I had actually hemmed and hawed about it forever. And finally bit the bullet. When did I bite the bullet? I don't know. Probably a day I wanted to buy yarn. Okay, that's every day. But anyway. The next thing I have is an itchy nose. Is the wavy checkerboard, which I'm pretty sure you haven't seen. It's a pay for pattern on Ravelry. I think it was, this is all Ross's fault. Just say that right now. It is by Julie Fraser Lindsay. I want to say it was like $2. There's the designer's information. So I saw Ross knitting it and said, oh, that's really cute. And then I was like, oh, I really should get some of that ice cream yarn. And then I'm like, no, I have so much yarn. I don't need ice cream yarn. So I pulled out some cakes. I had 2 cakes. Karen cakes. Karen cakes. The drug of choice for knitters everywhere right now. That's a terrible thing to say. Anyway, yarn is addictive. So this is in the color Cherry Chip. And I had 2 of them. And I have this much left of the second one. I found working with the cake, before I show you the blanket, that the first cake I pulled from the center and my cake collapsed, and at the end of the cake I was left with a colossal mess. So I decided for the second one I was going to pull from the outside, also because of the effect I wanted on the blanket. So Cherry Chip. I wasn't feeling it at first, the colors, but now that I'm working on it, I really love it. And this is going to be, I don't know if this is going to be for the hospital or if this is going to be a gift for someone. We shall see. And this is all I have left. And I'm ending on this lighter red, not this dark, dark red. So here it is. I can't see what you're seeing. So it started at red, and I decided to keep the consistency and the size of the stripes to mirror it on the other side. And I think that was a great choice. I want to tell you, this is a great pattern for watching TV, talking with someone. You don't have to think about it. There's many, every other row is a rest row. And yeah, it's awesome. I love it. And I can see more of these in the future. So that's a win. Now I have a miss. That's gonna go downstairs. And my last whip is my Scrappy Happy blanket in my Scrappy Happy bag. And I had said in my goal video that I wanted to knit 1 square a day, a minimum of 1 square a day. And then went on to say that my yearly goals always tank. But so far, 6 days in, I have knit a square every day. I even wove in ends. They're not in now, but So I'll show you square by square. I think I've done like 13. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Can't see what I'm showing you. The doohickeys are just my sign that they're new ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at all those ends. You know how I just said I wove in those ends? 10, 11. I love this one. 12. Love this one too. 13. 14. This is Desert Vista Dye Works in Tupperware, which I think is an awesome colorway. I only know because someone sent me a mini and it was labeled. I should label minis, but I don't because I don't remember what anything is. I don't remember what number I was on. This one. And this one. With all the ends again. Boring, boring, boring. Maybe it's not boring to you. This one. And this is the last one. This one. This is also, this is Miss Babs that actually Laura gave me at Rhinebeck. A little left over of that. So, on track so far. And I know I'm going to lose steam as time goes on. Oh, my eye just turned really bad there. Sorry. But I'm enjoying it. I was asked on the Ravelry board if you could use mini skeins for this, because I was using sock scraps. Of course you can. I am actually using mini skeins and sock scraps. I did a few mini swaps. Who sent me? Jen sent me, not Jen Likes Yarn, Crafty Jen, sent me a mini skein pack not that long ago, and so I'm using both. I'm just blabbering, and I love it. I can't wait for it to be done. I cannot wait. But I'm enjoying it. So, and that's all the whips I have. My whip count is under control so far. What is up next? I want to knit some socks, some real socks, big socks. I want to knit some more things for donations. I pulled out this book for some baby blankets and tabbed some blankets that I thought looked fun. Like I thought this one would be cute for the cakes. And there's another one that I really liked. I thought this was pretty too. I thought this might look nice in the cakes also. That's 3 blankets, but I think it would look nice striped. Anyway. Okay, you didn't come here to see me flip through a book, so I want to do that, and some other things. I want to knit some toys for the Children's Hospital. I want to knit some toys for a fundraiser that my sister will. I don't know if my sister's going to be running it or will just be. Well, she won't be the recipient. There's going to be a fundraiser for Seth in the future, and I want to knit some things to, auction off or donate or raffle or what have you. So, stop futzing. And I have a shawl design swimming around in my head, and I just have to find some time to put pen to paper and needle to yarn and play around with that. So, couple other things. I was wondering if I got quite a few crafty things in the last month, and I didn't know if there would be interest in a video like that. I know sometimes people just don't like seeing the stash enhancement videos. But if there's interest, I got some books, I got some yarn, I got a project bag. I also got some puzzles, some really cool puzzles. Um, and if people are interested in seeing that, leave it down below and I will make a separate video. And if there's not interest, I'm just gonna skip over that. The next, not the next, last thing, but the last thing is, not the last thing. Second to last thing is the Year of the Blanket over on our Ravelry board. Any blanket, knit, crochet, loom knit. If you can make a blanket with yarn, please join in. Post progress. It's not. There's no rules. There's no prizes. There may be sporadically. I might do a random giveaway, but I really have to see how the year goes. I can't make any promises at this point. So, the last thing is my nephew Seth. The the link to the blog will again be in the description box below. His last procedure was a biopsy and it came back non-diagnostic, meaning they didn't get the cells they needed to make a diagnosis, which means he has to have another procedure, this one a little bit more invasive, and that will be Monday. My sister talks about it in the blog, and yes, so keep the prayers coming. I've appreciated everything that everyone has said, and all I really want is prayers. Prayers, whatever your version of prayer is, whether that's good juju, anything. I don't care. Any positivity sent his way and my sister and her family's way is much appreciated. A lot of you have reached out to me for the collection I'm doing for the Jimmy Fund clinic at the hospital that Seth is at, and asked for my mailing address. I'm actually just going to put that in the description down below too, because I have a P.O. box, so if it's out there, it's not the end of the world. And I will be donating throughout the year. Again, anything washable. And they ask that things be put in individual bags. They've asked for blankets, hats, toys. They asked for socks, if people want to knit socks or crochet socks. And then I was thinking, maybe I might do some things for the moms, because I cannot, I cannot imagine being a mom going through this. I mean, I'm an auntie on the outskirts going through this, and it's hard. And for the moms, it's life changing. So I was thinking of making some shawls to send specifically for the moms, and I've pulled out some yarn for that, and I think I'm going to work on some South Bay shawlettes. They're a nice size shawl. They can be worn as a scarf. They can be wrapped, you can wrap them around them. So that would be another thing if you were interested in donating and didn't know what to do. I'm going to also be, collecting things for the moms, not to leave the dads out, but I can't think of something to do for the dads at this point. If you have any suggestions, please, I'd be happy to entertain them and see if it's not something that I could do, because Auntie just needs to do something, because Auntie needs to do something. Last thing about Seth is that there has been a couple people have asked about donating money, if there was a GoFundMe or anything like that. There is no GoFundMe. However, there is the Seth Botari Fund, and that's SSETH Botari BOTTARI Fund. And to donate to that, you can walk into any TD bank anywhere and just say, I want to deposit into the Seth Botari Fund. There's no pressure or obligation to do that, but if you want to, you have the information. And last but not least is, for the foreseeable future, at least for what year is this? 17. All monies collected from sales of my patterns will be donated directly to the Seth Botari fund. So if you purchase the pattern, I think my patterns are $250. Um, a good portion of that is profit. So after fees, I think I get like $190 or something like that. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to once a month donate it into, if there's, I don't sell a lot of patterns, but any monies from those patterns will go directly to Seth and his treatment and care, and that's it. So that is all I have for today. I hope you guys are all doing great. I'm doing pretty well. And until next time, I will talk to you later. All right. Bye, guys.